Welcome to Ecclesia Principles, a biblical strategy for believers to engage in God's design for government with Ray Eppard.
Today we're happy to have with us Doobie Sabo, and he is from Israel. He is a tour guide there, and he's going to talk to us about a number of things, one of which is what is happening in Israel right now.
We had a journalist in Israel, Tzvi Yechezkeli, who looks very much like a Muslim. He's Iraqi by origin, so he speaks perfect Arabic, just like their own dialect. Yeah. And he infiltrated into some cells in Europe as if he's one of the operatives from these groups of people. And he had been with candid cameras, hidden secret cameras, risking his life. And he brought a whole report, a whole review, how within Europe, in a mainstream, they have people that have been trained to take over when the time comes. And that's the thing that people don't. I mean, a few years ago, we were visiting in Germany, my wife and I, and in Cologne during Christmas, when there were parties in Christmas, 180 German women in the streets were raped in the streets by so-called Syrian refugees who were running away from the war in Syria. What happens now with all these so-called people that run away from Syria and from Iraq and those places, amongst them, there's a lot of agents that are coming over as if they're seeking asylum and they want to live your way. And minutes later, the mayor of Montreal said it few years ago better. He said, all of you are coming here, you want to live like us, and then you want to turn us with your hijabs and burqas and your demands for Sharia laws, you want to turn us into the same nations that you allegedly flee over from?
Yes.
So what you're doing, you run away from these regimes and you want to turn us into the same regime?
Yes.
There's no room for people like this. You have to puke them and throw them out of your system, because one bad apple can destroy the entire box. And that's what they're doing. They're coming. If you look at the way that they build up and infiltrate into companies, into societies, everything is by one big, massive plan. And I'm telling you, I see that, I look at it, and you can ask a lot of people about me. I'm so practical. I'm against every conspiracy theories and stuff like this, but I can see evidence and I can analyze it. That's where I got, and that's how I got to where I am. I'm not a prophet, I'm nothing. I'm an analyzer. I can see what's happening in front of my eyes, and I can open the right part of my brains to understand, because I come from there, and my mother was from Morocco, and they know this way that they were targeting and how they build up. And one thing that is very necessary for all of us to realize and understand, because we live in a very fast food, fast track society, the Muslims who are coming against you, they have a lot of patience.
Yes.
A lot of patience. They're not in a hurry anywhere.
No.
They're convinced that the world is theirs. And if they're going to kill themselves now in martyr, they have 72 virgins in heaven waiting for them, so they'll reap a reward already in the heavens for them, and just one process, and the next generations will take over. They are convinced, and they know for sure that they will take over. And that's what we have to stop. We have to make them realize and understand that we are here, watchmen on the walls, guardians of the Word of God. We will not let them have their way.
You've been listening to Ecclesia Principles with Ray Eppard. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook on our Ray Eppard pages. This program was brought to you by Victory Worship Center and World Outreach. Services Sunday 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock, 200 Hammond Lane, Stanton, Virginia.